What if the device you use to scroll through social media, get directions, and order your coffee was also a brilliant, silent health detective? A device so in tune with your body that it could spot the first signs of a cold, the flu, or even a more serious illness before you ever felt the first sniffle. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on how your phone, your smartwatch, and the apps on them are quietly building a comprehensive health profile of you, and how that data is being used to predict your health in ways we never thought possible. For years, we've used our devices to track our fitness. How many steps did I take? How many calories did I burn? But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Your phone is creating a much deeper, more personal portrait of your health. It's building what researchers call your digital baseline. Your phone knows what a normal Tuesday looks like for you. It knows when you usually go to bed, how many hours you typically sleep, and what your resting heart rate is. When you feel healthy, all of these data points follow a predictable pattern. They exist within a normal range that is unique to you. This concept of a personalized baseline represents a fundamental shift away from traditional medicine's reliance on population-level averages. For centuries, a doctor would determine if your heart rate was normal by comparing it to the average heart rate of thousands of other people. But what's normal for a 25-year-old marathon runner is vastly different from what's normal for a 65-year-old office worker. Your personal device isn't interested in the average person. It's interested only in you. It meticulously logs hundreds of data points every hour, thousands per day, creating a high-resolution, continuously updated signature of your unique physiology. Think of it as the difference between a single photograph taken once a year at your annual checkup and a 24/7 high-definition video feed of your body's inner workings. This constant passive data collection is what gives the digital baseline its predictive power. It captures the subtle rhythms and cycles of your body, your circadian rhythm, your response to stress, your recovery from exercise. It learns your unique data fingerprint when you are healthy, establishing a ground truth that is incredibly sensitive. Any deviation from this established pattern, no matter how small, becomes a significant signal. A slight increase in your resting heart rate by a few beats might be meaningless when compared to the general population, but when compared against your own meticulously recorded history, it can be the first whisper of an oncoming immune response. But what happens when that pattern breaks? Imagine you're just starting to get sick. You might not have a fever yet, or a cough, but your body is already starting to fight. That internal battle shows up in your data. Your sleep might become fragmented, less time in deep sleep, more frequent waking. Your resting heart rate might tick up just a few beats per minute, a sign of your immune system activating. You might unconsciously move less, your step count dropping even though you're not trying to. That's the power of the digital baseline. It isn't just one unusual metric. It's the pattern of small, seemingly insignificant shifts that, when pieced together, reveal a story. Your body is on the verge of illness. So, what are the specific tools your devices are using to build this health profile? Heart rate variability, HRV. This is one of the most powerful and well-studied metrics. It's not your heart rate, but the variation in time between each heartbeat. When your body is relaxed and healthy, your HRV is high. But when you're stressed, either from a tough workout, a mentally draining day, or an impending illness, your body's stress response system kicks in, and your HRV drops. It's a key early warning signal. Another is sleep stage analysis, this tool. It's more than just tracking how long you sleep. Devices like the Apple Watch, Fitbit, and Oura Ring can now estimate your time in different sleep stages, light, REM, and deep. When you're getting sick, your body prioritizes deep sleep to repair itself. Your devices can spot that shift or detect sleep fragmentation that you might not even remember. And there is the respiratory rate. Many smartwatches can now measure your breathing rate while you sleep. A change in respiratory rate can be an early indicator of a respiratory infection, like a cold or the flu, or even a signal of stress. Let's go deeper into these signals, because the science behind them is truly fascinating. The reason HRV is such a profound indicator is that it provides a window into your autonomic nervous system, or ANS. The ANS has two main branches. The sympathetic, our fight or flight system, and the parasympathetic, our rest and digest system. When you're healthy and relaxed, the parasympathetic system is dominant, leading to high variability between heartbeats. But when your body perceives a threat, be it a looming deadline, a tough workout, or an invading virus, the sympathetic system takes over. This system primes your body for action, leading to a more regular metronomic heartbeat and therefore a lower HRV. An infection triggers a significant physiological stress response, so a sustained drop in HRV is often one of the very first measurable signs that your immune system has been activated and is redirecting resources to fight off a pathogen. Beyond HRV, many modern wearables now incorporate a skin temperature sensor. While not a replacement for a clinical thermometer, it excels at tracking trends. As your body begins to fight an infection, your core temperature can rise even before you consciously feel feverish. This change is often reflected in your peripheral skin temperature, which the device measures continuously throughout the night. A consistent rise in your nighttime skin temperature above your personal baseline can be a strong corroborating signal, along with HRV and heart rate, that an immune response is underway. Similarly, blood oxygen saturation, or SpO2, became a household term during the COVID-19 pandemic. While a healthy person's SpO2 levels are typically stable, a drop can indicate that the lungs are not functioning efficiently, which is a hallmark of many respiratory illnesses. Continuous monitoring during sleep can catch subtle dips that might otherwise go unnoticed. But it gets even more subtle. Beyond the core biometrics, researchers are exploring behavioral biomarkers. These are the unconscious ways our behavior changes when we're feeling ill. We've all had that moment of brain fog when we're sick. It turns out that fog is measurable. Researchers at Carnegie Mellon University found that changes in typing speed, the number of typos you make, and even the pressure you use on the screen can be key indicators. When you're starting to get sick, you might type slower, hit the backspace button more often, and hesitate more before sending a text. Your phone knows your voice is a powerful biomarker. When you get a cold, your voice changes due to congestion and inflammation. AI models are being trained to detect these subtle shifts in pitch, tone, and vocal resonance that are imperceptible to the human ear. This behavioral data adds another rich layer to your digital phenotype. The GPS and accelerometer in your phone, for example, build a detailed map of your typical movement patterns. They know your commute to work, your trip to the gym, and your weekend walk in the park. When you're becoming unwell, one of the first things to change is your mobility. You might spend more time at home, move less between locations, and the speed and fluidity of your movement might decrease. This life space, or the geographic area in which you operate, can shrink significantly in the days leading up to symptomatic illness. An algorithm can easily detect this contraction of your daily world. Even your social patterns as reflected in your device usage can be a clue. Researchers have analyzed anonymized call and text message logs to find that people who are becoming depressed or ill often initiate fewer communications and have shorter conversation durations. A sudden drop in your social interaction, measured through the frequency and length of your digital communications, can be another piece of the puzzle, suggesting social withdrawal that often accompanies sickness. When you combine these subtle behavioral shifts with the hard physiological data from your smartwatch, the picture of your impending illness becomes remarkably clear. This isn't just a clever trick. It's a new frontier in medicine. It's a field known as digital phenotyping, which uses data from our everyday devices to create a unique behavioral and physiological fingerprint of a person's health. The secret sauce is machine learning. In 2020, researchers at the Scripps Research Translational Institute conducted a groundbreaking study. They used data from over 30,000 Fitbit users, analyzing their heart rate, sleep, and activity. They found that these three metrics alone were able to detect an oncoming flu-like illness days before people started reporting symptoms. The AI model wasn't looking for a single data point. It was looking for a specific pattern. An elevated resting heart rate combined with a drop in sleep quality and activity was a powerful indicator. This is a shift from reactive to proactive medicine. Instead of waiting for a diagnosis, your devices can give you a heads up during the pre-symptomatic phase, the critical window where you feel fine, but are already infectious. It's an opportunity to take action, rest, hydrate, and maybe avoid that crowded party. This is incredible, but it brings up some big questions. The most important one is privacy. If your phone knows you're about to get sick, what else does it know? Who owns this data? Most of these health platforms operate on an opt-in basis, with data being anonymized and aggregated for research. But as this technology becomes more mainstream, we'll need clear policies to ensure our personal health information is protected. We're trading convenience and early warning for a level of personal data sharing we've never seen before. And the ethical considerations run deep, extending far beyond simple data privacy. Let's consider the potential for discrimination. If an insurance company could access this data, could they increase your premium based on a prediction that you are at higher risk for certain illnesses, or because your lifestyle data suggests unhealthy behaviors? Could a potential employer use this information to screen out candidates they deem to be a health risk, potentially missing more workdays? This creates a slippery slope where predictive data could lead to punitive actions before a person is even sick. Furthermore, we must confront the issue of algorithmic bias. Most of the early research and the data used to train these AI models come from specific demographics, often younger, wealthier, and more tech-savvy individuals who are the first adopters of wearable technology. This means the resulting algorithms may be less accurate for older adults, lower-income populations, or people of color, potentially widening existing health disparities. An algorithm that works perfectly for a 30-year-old white male in California might fail to recognize illness patterns in a 60-year-old black female in a different climate, simply because it wasn't trained on her demographics data. There is also the psychological burden to consider. Does constant health monitoring lead to a state of hypervigilance or cyberchondria, where every minor data fluctuation causes anxiety? The promise of early detection is powerful, but it must be balanced against the mental and societal costs of living in a world of constant, algorithm-driven health surveillance. Developing robust governance frameworks, ensuring transparency in how algorithms make decisions, and implementing strong anti-discrimination laws will be just as critical as developing the technology itself. And let's be clear, your phone is not a doctor. This is not a diagnosis. It's a hint, a clue. If you feel sick, you should still see a doctor. The power of this technology lies in its ability to give you a nudge, to make you more aware of your own body, and to help you make more informed decisions about your health. So what does the future hold? Imagine a world where your smart refrigerator knows you're getting sick and suggests a recipe for chicken noodle soup. A world where your home thermostat automatically adjusts the temperature to promote better sleep. This is the future of ubiquitous health monitoring, where the technology around us works in sync to keep us at our best. So, the next time your phone tells you your sleep was poor or your heart rate was high, don't just dismiss it. It might be giving you a heads up that a period of rest and self-care is exactly what your body needs. The devices we use to connect with the world might just be the ones that help us stay connected to our own bodies. And just like your phone can pick up the subtle signs of illness, at Tileris, we apply the same principle to cybersecurity. Our AI-powered agents continuously detect the smallest anomalies before they turn into major threats. If you'd like to see how this works in your organization, you can request a consultation with our team or book a demo of our AI agent today. Head on to Tileris.com today, and you can find the link in the description. We'd love to hear what you think. How comfortable are you with your devices knowing this much about you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video fascinating, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more tech insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.